Happy Sunday. I hope that you all had a great weekend, and I hope that you're preparing to have an even better week. I'm not going to keep you long. Today, I wanted to talk to you about perfectionism. This is a word to the perfectionist, and I know that it is very tempting a lot of times for us to want everything to be buttoned up just right before we move on to the next step. I'm guilty of this too, or have been guilty of this too. But the more I study the Word of God, the more I understand and realize there is not enough that I could do to perfect myself enough to do the will of God, meaning He's already ordained our plan. So the more that we try to make things perfection to what we think is perfect, we're holding ourselves back from doing what God has called and told us to do. He works through our imperfections because that way He gets all of the glory. So how does this tie into our workplace? Because a lot of times at work, we will hold back from doing what we need to do because we're trying to make everything be in a certain order and in a certain way. Why? Because we want to have control over it. Even when it comes to applying to jobs, a lot of times we will miss out on opportunities because we're holding back for just the right whatever. And so I want to encourage you to just do your best on your end and let God handle it. God has got it. God's already got a plan for you, and His plan is more perfect than what you could ever think or imagine. So I want to read to you 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verses 9 and 10, and it says, "And He has said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for power is perfected in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I will rather boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. Therefore, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in distresses, in persecutions, in difficulties, in behalf of Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong." I hope this word has blessed you today. Continue to let your light shine. Take care. Have a great week.